Video games are like a mirror to the soul. We like to look at these characters and see ourselves within them. For instance, I look at Mario and I see a man with a large nose, like myself, and I look at Cloud Strife and I see a man with unkempt hair, like myself, and I look at Crash Bandicoot and I see a horrible, annoying hell beast that should never be seen again, just like myself. So this week, we see ourselves in games when we play games that have characters who share our names. This is a weird theme, guys. Cody uses a knife to carve up a rollerblader, just like I'm sure most adults in 1991 would have loved to do in Street Fighter 4. I figure out whether justice is blind or not. Spoiler, it is. In Marvel Nemesis, Rise of the Imperfects. And Nikki solves a crime using only a cell phone and some bananas. In Phoenix Wright, Justice for All. All this and Earth Defense Force. How come frogs look just like us? It's Cartridge Blowers, episode 153. Sometimes you just gotta throw tornadoes at Kylie Minogue. You know, I see other people I know in video games sometimes. For instance, I see my girlfriend in the characters of Samus, Lara Croft, and Chun-Li. Because they're all fictional. Got him! Get wrecked, me!
YNIN's Cartridge Blowers, starring Cody Coleman, Nikki Wright, Matt Krua, and no one else. Cartridge Blowers. Hello everybody, and welcome to YNIN's Cartridge Blowers, the show where we give video games a second chance to make a first impression. I'm Cody Coleman, and with me as always is Nikki Wright.
That's me.
That's
Hi.
you. Welcome.
Thank you.
And also, we have Matt Krua.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. It's very NPR of you.
It's me, your internet friend, Matt. How are you?
Oh, are we doing NPR voices?
Yes.
No, just me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's just
Okay, I'll go back to
Cool.
this really
Yeah.
hyper
Yeah,
thing
it's
that I'm
very
doing.
fake
Yeah.
energy. It's very
I
good.
need you guys to be high energy, and I'm just gonna be this.
We just got to balance you out. That's
Oh,
really.
No, you can't.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway,
I'm gonna be so low energy.
that's really too bad because you talk more than anybody else on the show.
Wow.
Hey, I didn't
You're
mean that in a
right.
bad way. Anyway, so this is the show where in the second half we play video games based around a theme. This week, the theme's actually kind of weird to be a theme, but it's video games that have our names in them. And
I think it's a good theme,
I
Cody.
like this
hey,
theme.
yeah, shucks howdy, finding a game with Cody in it's real easy. So that's,
I think you and I came up with something.
sure, yeah. We're not gonna use that game though, so it's fine.
Damn it.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Anyway, that's what you have to look forward to in the second half. But if you are watching us live on twitch.tv/cartridge blowers, you're going to have to listen to us talk a little bit. But if you're on youtube.com/YNINpod or youtube.com/cartridge blowers, you can skip ahead to that right now. That's the benefit of watching after the fact. But you also don't get to talk to us in the chat room like good old Joey gets to do right now, and there's like three other
beans.
people
Hi,
too.
Joey.
So
They
it's
wouldn't
very
get to
late.
talk to us. You guys and me guys, and
Yeah.
we're so friendly.
Yeah, we are the most.
Are we
friendly.
live, by the way? Because like we're for real. Fuck the chat. They suck.
Yeah. No, we're unfortunately a little bit live, just a little though. We got some of the bits going. Okay, right on. So yeah, that's that's that way it goes. But what did we play? Because it's been a while. It's been
a long
quite
time.
a while.
It has been a while. Q stained.
No,
You-
never. Never gonna Q
Okay.
stained.
All
Sorry.
right. Well, I have some bad news for you because here's our next guest.
Oh shit!
Come on, stained the whole band.
There's not enough room in your shot to fit a band.
Uh, you're right. You're right. Green screen staying in behind me.
Yeah.
I've been playing some video games. Can I talk about mine real quick? And we'll talk about mine real quick.
Please do.
I'm gonna buzz through them because I've got 3 to talk about. The first one I started playing. I was in Chicago. We were on vacation, I guess. And my vacation was longer than anyone's vacation. And I spent some of it in Chicago. And while I was there, my good friend David and Mark, they were playing a game that I had heard about that I really wanted to try called Slay the Spire.
Okay.
And Slay the Spire is a roguelike deck building game.
That's weird.
It is. So you play as one of 3 different classes.
Sure.
And then you essentially build a deck of cards as you win RPG style turn-based battles.
Yes.
And you build your decks, they become stronger, and you work your way up this spire, a tower,
nice.
right? Yeah.
Hence
And as you do, and as you make runs, you can unlock different permanent upgrades for your character, certain cards that will always be available, cards that will sort of, appear more often, or you'll get certain relics or like permanent boosts. And so you're constantly gaining access to new things. But it's a really, really fun game. It's not soul-crushingly difficult like some roguelike games that I've played. And also it's got that card game aspect that I find pretty fun.
Nice.
And it also has a thing called daily challenges where it gives you every single day a brand new challenge that has a different twist on the gameplay.
Okay, cool. So is this like when there are daily challenges, my mind immediately goes to microtransaction style games.
There are no microtransactions in this game whatsoever.
Nice.
In fact, I'm playing on Switch, which I think it's great on the Switch, but the PC version has mod support.
Nice.
So like there's only 3 classes in the game as of this video. Supposedly there will be more added later, but people have added like custom classes with custom sprites and custom cards. There's one that I read an article about that is called the Senshi, that is basically Sailor Moon.
Oh,
and like they make
cool.
a full custom Sailor Moon card deck and sprite that works because each class has a completely different style of play. And so I think it's if you enjoy card games, it's well worth your time. So I played that. So briefly talk about Mario Maker, I think.
Sure.
I don't think we've talked about that game enough on this show.
But
it's
not
good.
since it's come out, so
it's good.
Impressions.
It's a good game.
Yeah,
it's a good game.
I've played a little bit of it too.
Disappointed by the slopes.
Are you?
Yes, very much so.
Because they don't add extra speed?
Correct.
Yeah.
They actually seem like they slow you down.
A little bit, yeah.
Which is really dumb.
I think 3D World you can do some butt stomp stuff, ground pound, but ground pound is the official word. But I call them butt stomps, and you can do some butt stomp stuff that makes you do some weird, like it's extra height off of slopes.
Sure.
But yeah, they don't work how they do in actual like Mario games.
It's a really weird choice, and I'm not sure why they made that choice.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, I don't know, when I saw that slopes were in the game, I was really excited because I was like, oh, cool. That's one of the coolest things, like, in the original, like, 2D games anyway. Like, I thought that was a really, the one 2D game. I don't know. I thought it was cool. And then, like, you get there and it's like, oh, it slows you down. That's not how gravity works at all. So, yeah.
To the point where in trying to get the world record on Matt's slope level, I just jump down the slopes instead of slide down them.
Yeah,
that seems
yeah,
much
that's
faster.
the way. Which is why I'm so disappointed in it. It's just like, why are they there if it's faster to jump down them?
But other than that, I don't have too many complaints, I guess.
I really like the angry moon.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I like a lot of the nighttime effects. I like I'll be completely honest. I think I like creating levels with a controller better than with a stylus.
Interesting.
Fair enough.
I
like both ways.
I mean, making it with a stylus is fine, but I acclimated really quickly to the controller, and I think the game is made for that. honestly.
The menu is definitely, in my opinion, probably better geared toward a controller than
Yeah.
like using a stylus and trying to slide around.
Like I was afraid, I was like, man, I'm never gonna be able to stream level creation because I would have to do it undocked. But I think it works pretty okay. I think it works pretty darned well. Wii U is the best level creation experience. But I think what we got here is good. I think versus when it's not laggy is great, and
It can get laggy as fuck though.
it can, but for me, I would say it works fine 80% of the time, which is still not acceptable, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
I mean, I am on a wired connection, and so I think that might help a little bit. But yeah, so versus is a lot of fun.
What I wish they would implement is when you go to the dark mode for various level types, some of them have really cool mechanics. I kind of wish you could include, like, you could choose
whether to have those
mechanics and have them be in anything and not just specific types.
Well, I'd love to be able to just turn those mechanics off.
Or turn them off, absolutely.
Yeah. And just have a night background.
I think would be really cool.
Yeah.
But they limit it, and that sucks.
Yeah.
It took me forever to figure out how upside down mode works because I was on a plane trying to figure that out and I couldn't Google it. And lo and behold, you had to have a very specific nighttime mode game.
Yeah, it's like nighttime and like underground, I think.
Yeah.
Which
is the reason my upside down level you're not actually upside down in it. So I had to do the puzzles differently. But
yeah. So yeah, it's Mario Maker 2. And then the most recent game I played came out less than 24 hours ago. Earth Defense Force 5.
Yeah, it came out for PC.
Yeah, well, listen, it came out for the correct system, please.
Okay, sure.
Because this game is locked at 60 FPS, and I think it's the only Earth Defense Force game I've seen that doesn't have slowdown.
Though Earth Defense Force is surprisingly good at not slowing down.
Well, listen, the real Earth for people like me who've been with the series since 2017, and I mean the game, not the year. We're used to listen, real Earth Defense Force, it runs at like 12 FPS.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, so this is, if you never played Earth Defense Force, you are members of a world army. And aliens arrive and they have giant bugs that you must then destroy with ridiculous guns. It's the same classes from the last game. All of them are buffed to be more fun to play. All of them, there's a lot more deeper mechanics. There are every weapon can upgrade itself, and you can upgrade certain aspects of them. You can also upgrade your characters. The levels themselves seem a lot more fleshed out. There are weather effects in the levels. There are different maps. I haven't played the same map really more than twice at this point. And I'm probably around 15 levels in.
Okay.
And the voice acting is still super cheesy and bad, and I love it. There's awesome. So I think the thing, I died laughing tonight playing this game because, and I'm going to spoil this for you, Cody, because you're going to have to play this.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting it.
But so there's this part where you're in England because oddly enough, Earth Defense Force always takes place in Japan. Here you travel the world.
Okay.
And you're in England, and there's this British soldier on the line. He's like, "Oh, they've got a new alien, and it's a humanoid alien. It looks just like us. It's got eyes and a mouth and 2 arms and 2 legs. It looks exactly like giant people." And everyone's talking about these aliens that are coming out. They look exactly like us, and they're just these giant humans. And we're gonna have to kill giant human aliens. And then the aliens come out, and they're frogs with guns. they're bipedal frogs with blasters, and all the people are just like, "Wow, they really do look just like us."
The fucking writing in this game is ridiculous.
It's incredible. You can the emote system is real good. You can make your character do push-ups or dance or go to sleep, and all the other guys who are around you will do the same thing.
Oh, that's nice.
Or scream. You can make your guy just go, "Ah!" and every other NPC will go, "Ah!" It's a good time.
Cool. The NPC sheep.
NPC sheep.
Sheeple.
So EDF5 if you like explosions.
Okay.
So card games, Mario, and Explosion. That's the third one.
You
I can
sure?
just hold up three.
Yeah.
3 games I've been playing, and
Nice.
good recommendations all. Go play them.
Excellent. Hey, Nikki, you said you've been playing something. What is it?
Before we went on vacation, I bought Tales of Bersaria, and I'm a huge fan of the Tales of series.
Yeah.
Gosh,
How is it?
mostly because like Dylan and I get to sort of do like a co-op mode, which is a lot of
Mhm.
fun. We've played like 12 hours of it, I want to say so far. It's your standard fare Tales of game. In this one, you are sort of the anti-hero instead of somebody who's like, definitely the good guy. There's like shades of gray, which is really cool. And like a bunch of people we know voiced in it, and that's surreal. And um,
Sure.
yeah, I don't know. I'm really enjoying it so far, and I'm looking forward to when I have some time to be able to pick it up again. I don't know. Tales games are really great, guys. Go play them if you haven't.
I've only played Symphonia.
Oh, you gotta play Vesperia and
I've got-
Graces.
I've got Vesperia on an open copy for 360, and I'm like, is it on the Switch or something or PC?
I
Maybe I'll
believe
go.
it might be on the PC now. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
So do these? And correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not as familiar with the Tales of series. Like Final Fantasy, they're all different universes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's that.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Oh no, for sure.
And the
Different
are
characters.
are the combat systems still more like, because in Symphonia I recall it being sort of more of an action based like battle system.
It is, yeah.
Okay. Where like your characters are moving around
Yep.
the field, kind of like Star Ocean, in a lot of
Sure.
ways. Yeah. Which I liked a lot. I didn't finish Symphonia, but I liked it quite a bit.
Yeah. I absolutely recommend Vesperia. It's probably my favorite one that I've played
Okay.
so far.
What's this one called again?
Bersaria?
Bersaria. Okay.
Yeah.
And is this a Switch game, or are you playing on PC? Or
I don't know if it's available for the Switch, but I'm playing it on the PS4.
Right on.
Cool.
I dusted off my PS4 for it.
That's fine. Yeah.
It's got some uses here and there.
Yeah.
Here and there,
Right on.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then I played an hour of Shadowbringers. I'm really
Ooh.
excited.
Nice.
What did the shadows bring us this time, Nikki?
They brought us Dancer, the job class I've been waiting for like 6 years. I'm really enjoying it. And then the hour of story I've played has been really interesting. So
I've heard the
Nice.
story's really good.
I've heard really amazing
Yeah.
things, but I am going way out of my way to not spoil myself. Like, I'm not even listening. Like, people are saying the music is really good, this expansion. And, like, I could go listen to it on Spotify, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Sure.
I will say I did encounter, like, the battle music for when you're just, like, out fighting in the field. And I was like, oh, battle. Oh my God, this music is so good. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know. Dylan has just finished the story, so he could probably speak more to that, but he's not on this show, so fuck him.
Yeah. He's specifically not on this show, as our theme song says. Yeah. Cool. Let's not go through the new crap this week. Let's get right into playing games. How about that?
Sounds great. Just
Sounds good.
Fire Emblem's coming out.
Like I said at the beginning of the episode, this week we are playing games that have our names in them. And we're going to play, I'm going to do mine first so that we, normally you save the best for last, so we're getting the shit out of the way immediately.
So you played a game with someone named Coleman, right?
I did not. So here's my experience. So at first, I decided, I don't want to play Street Fighter 4 because last time I played Final Fight, and it's really the same character, just in 2 different franchises. So I wanted to play something different. And after doing research and trying to find fictional people named Cody, it became very apparent that I could play The Rescuers Down Under, which is supposed to be very similar to DuckTales, but it's on Bandai systems, and I could find nothing for that shit. So didn't play that. Then I said, okay, well, my options are The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody video games, or Surf's Up, the game about surfing penguins. So you chose
Surf's Up.
I did, and then that game was bad. So then I played the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody bullshit game, and then that also was bad. So then I played another one, and that also was
How
bad.
could that game have been bad?
Hey, you're telling me there are 2 Zack and Cody games that are both bad? Was one just
Yes.
about Zack? Because I mean, yeah, Zack sucks, but Cody is the fucking shit.
He has a vacuum that he uses to suck things up in both games.
Oh my! just like that episode of Sweet Life.
Yeah, sure. I suppose. Yeah. No, he's pretty much just Luigi in those games. But they were both very bad.
So wait, does that make Zack's Luigi?
No, Cody is Luigi.
Oh, and so Zack is Mario.
Zack is Bart Simpson.
Finally, the team up of the century: Bart Simpson,
Yeah,
and Cody.
Yeah. So at that point, I said, fuck it, these games are bullshit, I'm gonna play Street Fighter 4. So that's what I played, Street Fighter 4.
Because we've never played bad video games on our show before.
Yeah, but the
it's not like
footage
Nikki
was
plays
awful.
bad video games every week. I mean, come on.
We have played bad games on this show, but the footage was boring in those. So I thought, all right, well, at the very least, something will happen in fucking Street Fighter 4. So that's what I played. So let's watch me play Street Fighter 4. There we are. We're right into it too.
Okay, right to the. Oh shit! This is like straight out of Final Fight. It's like you're just playing Final Fight again.
Yeah, right? Yeah, just fighting fucking Hugo right off the bat.
Now Hugo is pretty big.
He is a big fella, and also Cody in Street Fighter 4 and also Street Fighter Alpha 3 is like a prison man that escaped prison.
Yeah. Do you know Cody's story?
Not really. He broke out of prison. He was the protagonist of Final Fight 1.
Yeah,
He became a horseman of the apocalypse in Final Fight 4 or something.
Oh, we don't talk about that one.
Yeah.
So basically what happened is like Final Fight 1 and 2 happened, right?
Yeah.
And then and his girlfriend Jessica was kidnapped, Hagar's daughter.
Uh-huh.
And so he failed to save Jessica.
Oh.
I think she might have died, or she didn't, but he didn't save her. And so he kind of threw himself into fighting, and he got so addicted to fighting that he ended up punching a cop.
Oh, and that's why prison.
The cop, of course, was one of the bosses in Final Fight because he was an evil cop. But the cop put him in jail anyway.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and so now Cody's a prisoner, and he breaks out to participate in the Street Fighter tournament because he loves to fight.
Sure. Yeah, so, but he's still in his prison getup in both games that he's in. He's got this weird tornado uppercut. And Hugo's a beast, man.
Yeah, Hugo's messed up.
He's the first character I fight, and he's pretty strong.
He's one of so he's based on the Andor character from Final Fight, and they're all based on Andre the Giant.
Of course,
Oh.
yeah.
And Andre the Giant, of course, a strong man.
Uh-huh.
Would probably
yeah.
beat up the real life Cody, which is you.
Which is me. Oh, absolutely. He could destroy me.
Do you think you would win a fight versus Andre the Giant?
No.
Okay.
But I've seen The Princess Bride, and I don't think he would fight me.
Okay, well then
He
here's
seems like
Cammy.
a nice guy.
Do you think you would win a fight with Kylie Minogue?
No, I don't think I would.
You don't think you would beat Kylie Minogue in a fight?
I don't think I would want to fight Kylie Minogue.
Well, I don't know. Have you met Kylie Minogue?
I haven't. You're right.
Well, let's see. Maybe she rubs you the wrong way, and you just got to start throwing tornadoes at her.
Absolutely.
And rocks and knives.
Sure.
So have you played any of Street Fighter 5?
I haven't. I would like to, but I have not.
Street Fighter 5 is a very different game, but Cody is in Street Fighter 5 now too.
Oh, really? Did he
He's a
start
DLC
out that way?
character. No, he's DLC.
Okay.
He came in like the second or third season. But Street Fighter 5 Cody is not wearing his prison gear
Oh no.
because now he's the mayor of Metro City.
What?
What?
Yeah. So Hagar decided he didn't want to be a mayor anymore. He wanted to go back to being a professional wrestler.
Okay.
And so Cody was like, Cody, you can be the mayor. And Cody's like, all right. And that's how mayorship works, I guess.
you just get to pick. That's
Yeah,
cool.
he's just like, you're my successor. And Cody's like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, all right.
So now he wears like a fucking 3-piece suit.
Okay.
And he's actually really low tier. He's very bad. But
He's not super great in 4 either.
he was my favorite character to play in Street Fighter Alpha 3.
He was fine in that one, yeah.
Yeah.
I should also note that Cody is the only character that gets a knife.
Yeah.
He gets to pick it up from the stage, just like in Final Fight.
Like,
holding on to that knife really hard.
They translated his mechanics over pretty okay.
Absolutely,
like,
they did, yeah.
And like when you're holding the knife, your regular attacks change.
They do, yeah.
You do more damage and you're faster.
It's hard to hold on to them though.
Well, yeah. It's not unlike Vega's Claw, right?
Right, yeah. So here I had decided that I would just kick until I realized, oh wait, I can now do a super combo.
So you beat up Kylie Minogue.
I did.
Can you? I need you to read Cody's lines.
Oh, at this point I was very burned out and just wanted to get through shit. So.
Oh hey, it's Guy.
It is, but Yang. Guy is actually a character in the Street Fighter.
Man,
games.
he's so cool.
Yeah, man.
He's got rollerblades.
There's Yin and Yang, and I think isn't Yang the one people care about?
Yun actually.
Oh, Yun and Yang. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Yun is the one people really care about because he's
got the baseball cap.
Right. In Third Strike, he was my favorite character in Third Strike. He's fucking incredible. But see, he rides a skateboard, and that's how you know he's cooler.
Wow.
Because like, what are we gonna say that rollerblades are cooler or skateboards are cooler?
Oh, skateboards.
Very much, yeah.
Yeah.
I was unaware a skateboard was in play.
Yeah, Yun has both a skateboard and a baseball cap.
Oh.
And he's got like Fei Long's moves basically.
Okay.
Yang just has Fei Long's moves.
Yeah.
So.
And Fei Long is pretty much just
Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it all kind of works out to being super rad.
So what are the points for?
The points at the top is like old arcades, so you can get the high score.
Oh, okay.
Is there a but who are you getting the high score against?
The CPU and people who made the game. Because like you could have other people play on the system or your computer, and then they could also get on the highest scoreboard. But I don't know anyone else who will play this game on my computer, so really it's just so that I can get on the high scoreboard against the fucking people who decided to program or make art for the game.
Okay.
Oh, the dog howls. Sorry.
Yeah, he does. All right, here's the final fight.
Well, no, this is Street Fighter.
Yeah. Yeah, I've also noticed the fight and everything looks very Final Fight-ish.
I like how Cody's uppercut is called a criminal upper.
Yeah, absolutely.
He just kind of embraced it, huh?
Uh-huh.
Well,
like
I went to jail one time, and now everything is a criminal version of the normal thing I do.
Did he have the ball and chain in Alpha 3?
No.
Okay. For some
He
reason
did. He had the handcuffs.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the ball and chain might have been there like in an intro or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, my major flaw with playing as Cody is I always want to pick up the knife. And really,
a flaw.
I probably should stop trying that so much because
It seems less like a flaw, more like a brilliant tactic.
Yeah.
It failed this time, so I thought I would give it one more shot, and this time I would try a different costume.
Okay. Do you have his alternate?
I said alternate. I went with alternate 1.
Is it his t-shirt and blue jeans?
Yep, this is Final Fight costume.
Yeah, classic codes. There he is.
So no more prison outfit, though. I believe he still has the handcuffs. Yeah.
Oh, this is his Final Fight 3 look, I think.
Oh, is it? Okay.
He has a tattoo.
Well, yeah, everyone in prison gets tattoos.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's mandatory. You're making me sleepy.
He just seems really bored with life.
Yeah.
He does. Like, in fact, one of his intros is, let's see if you can relieve my boredom. Or something along those lines. He broke out of prison because he was bored, and then decided he wanted to fight.
I get it.
Yang is kind of kicking your ass here,
Yeah,
Cody.
Yang is slaughtering me a little bit, but that's okay. I still have another chance to get a comeback.
He's not even the cool one.
No, he's not.
He's got weird, like, fingerless gloves. He's got Gundam wing hair. Like, this guy should
Gundam
get
wing hair is
fucking
cool.
stomped. It's definitely not, and you should definitely kick this dude's ass.
I'm working on it, man. It's all right. It's all right. There's still a chance.
Yeah, he's only got one round on you.
Yeah. Get the knife. I have the knife now. But he knocked
Now
it
you
out of my
don't.
hands because if you get hit once with the knife, it drops.
Well, because he looks like an action movie star, and you look like a thug.
Hey, now.
You look like the guy who would be guarding the warehouse that he breaks into, and he kicks your ass first, and you go for the knife, and he kicks it out of your hand just like he fucking did.
He hand stabbed my dick, so I died in pain.
Oh.
Nah, I'm done. I'm done. So.
So are you not a Street Fighter man?
No, I actually really like Street Fighter. I do not like playing as Cody. I'm very bad at it. Yeah.
He's
so,
not great in 4.
No. You know, Street Fighter 4 is great. I own the game, obviously. I enjoy it quite a bit, but not playing as Cody, unfortunately. My namesake is not fun to play as in that game. But that's out of the way now. Forget about it. Matt, you played something.
I did. Oddly enough, Matt is not a very common name in video games, despite it being a common name in the real world.
Sure.
Because I mean, who doesn't know some white dude named Matt?
Everybody.
Just we know what we're about. And I found one famous Matt, who I think is maybe like the most famous fictional Matt, I would think, which is Matt Murdock, television's Daredevil.
Gotcha.
He's the blind lawyer with a heart of gold and a head of horns, and he's only been in a handful of video games, oddly enough. He's in the upcoming Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. He was in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1. He had a canceled PS2 game. He had a terrible Game Boy Advance game that I almost played. But he was also right here in yet another fighting game on today's episode of Cartridge Blowers.
Woo!
We're going to say fighting with air quotes. So at some point in like 2005 or so, for some reason, EA got the Marvel license.
Sure.
And then they went on to make one game with it. And boy,
it was as good as Marvel vs. Capcom? Oh.
No. Marvel vs. Capcom like got delisted from a lot of like places because of EA's license, and they used it to just make one game, and they made this one, Marvel Nemesis: Rise of the Imperfects. And
what system is it on?
I played the GameCube version. It is also available on PlayStation 2 and PSP. And I think Game Boy Advance. But basically, it is a sort of arena brawler, maybe not unlike, say, Power Stone, except Power Stone is fun. And you can play as all of the Marvel characters you love. Spider-Man, The Thing, Wolverine, Daredevil, Magneto, Storm, Iron Man, Johnny Ohm, Lady Wicked, Snapdragon, Electro Man, Boy Thunder. I don't fucking know. They made up like 10 characters for this game, and I don't fucking know why.
Why wouldn't you just use? Okay.
They had the license to every Marvel character, all of them.
Like that roster started out good,
right? But then like it's just fucking randos.
Sure.
You're not gonna see any of those in this video because I thought that was stupid. And I instead wanted to show you the power of a real Matt at work as I play as Daredevil.
Okay, cool.
So let's take a look at Marvel Nemesis: Rise of the Imperfects for GameCube.
Oh, right.
Let's do it.
The video has a lot of black in it here because for some reason this game has a shifting scale. It's really strange. It was very difficult to capture. Well, you'll see like when it goes into the actual game itself, it's full screen.
Oh, I gotcha.
But yeah, I don't know. It's really strange. So yeah, I'm only playing versus mode because story mode is one of those where you have to play as, the characters they want you to play as.
That's trash.
Yeah. So I figured I should fight a Marvel character. Well, you got the Wink, of course.
Of
Johnny
course.
Ohm.
Everybody knows the Wink.
Uh-huh. You got Storm. Fault Zone. Everyone loves Fault Zone. Niles Van Rokel. That guy. Paragon.
Sure.
Hell yeah. Hazmat. Love Hazmat. Magneto. Oh, Brigade. He's so cool.
Matt versus Hazmat.
Oh, dang. I should have done that, but I don't care about Hazmat or Solera. I think the only Marvel character in here I don't touch is Venom. But yeah, so I decided to take Daredevil versus The Thing because he was
Okay.
the first one on the list.
So
And you've got 7 whole stages.
Oh boy.
Uh-huh.
why did they choose Magneto sans helmet?
I don't know. Why'd they choose Wolverine Sans costume?
You
I
don't
was gonna
execute
say
people.
at the start of the video that I really liked the art style, but that
Not-
changed.
Yeah, not anymore. Yeah, it's got this really weird dark aesthetic. And so I'm kind of learning the controls. And he's just beating the holy hell out of me. But I punched him back. And so the controls in this game are you jump around, you do punches. I'm on fire. And then you can also grab and throw things. I'm trying to grab things. Mazzetti punched me into an exploding barrel. The Thing is really strong. I don't know if y'all know this from that movie Fant Four Stick, but
Sure.
yeah, he's a really strong orange man, and I didn't want him to hit me with his orange fist. I did figure out, however, how to web sling, just like Daredevil does.
Oh, cool. You're Spider-Man, and you get to be Spider-Man twice in this game.
Uh-huh. I cut out a little bit of the fight because it gets pretty monotonous.
Okay.
But you can see here, I'm nearing the end of my health here. And the Thing has decided that he wanted to take away the rest of my health. He tried to throw a car at me, but now I can press R, and I can activate Rage Mode. I'm dead.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I've got another life, which means that it's actually a best of 7, and I thought that was stupid. So
Best
no,
of
the
7.
yeah, the Thing beat me.
Okay, fair enough. Best of 7.
Or best of 5. Sorry, 3 out of 5. Yeah.
Okay, either way, bad.
Yeah.
So what year was this released? Sorry.
2005.
Man, it looks really bad for 2005.
Doesn't it though? Yeah. And so I figured, listen, the Thing was too strong. He was throwing cars at me and stuff, and I can't lift cars. Spider-Man can web sling just like me, just like Daredevil, the web slinger. So I figure maybe he's a better idea to take on.
Sure. At least more evenly matched, right?
Mm-hmm. And so you've got, the bright, colorful hero Spider-Man in this gray-green world that this entire game takes place in. We were fighting in the streets of New York, which I guess, you guys remember that part in New York where it's just this enclosed square?
Yeah, no.
And there's nowhere, no exit, no alleyways. And
I remember that. It took us a long time to figure out how to get out.
Yeah,
It
I
was
was
our
lost
first
for a long
escape
time.
room.
Sometimes hitting people triggers a cinema where they go flying back.
Whoa.
Spider-Man has projectiles that
He has
I
glowy
kind of
hands.
don't have. I got to run on a wall there. That was cool. But then when I got down, Spider-Man punched me in the fucking face. And he fucking choke slams me into a wall, and he gets rage mode. I want to point out, I've cut nothing out of this fight.
Holy shit.
He's almost got me dead. He just kicked my ass so hard.
So this
Jesus,
game is not
Spider-Man.
easy, is what you're saying.
I'm on easy mode.
Oh shit!
That's
really?
That's the basic one. But listen, I'm not gonna let Spider-Man take me down like that. I'm holding on to what little health I got left. I've almost got my rage mode. He's like web swinging cars at me. Fuck.
Oh, is that your rage meter below all the glowy that's below your health bar?
Yeah, it's like a bad gradient. So I lose. I set it to just 1 life that time.
Spidey mollywopped you, dude.
Yeah, that guy destroyed me. So I couldn't beat Spider-Man. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Sure.
It's because he could web sling like me. I need to use my web slinging to my advantage, so I need someone who can't web sling. So the obvious answer is Wolverine.
Yeah, absolutely. Like he's just got the claws, right?
Mm-hmm. So here I'm finding Wolverine in Avengers Mansion.
Sure. I mean, he lives there sometimes.
Yeah.
Is
I
he
will
dead?
also say, I don't have any. I didn't figure out how to do any of them, but apparently there are fatalities in this game.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, he just fucking stabbed me in the chest with his knife hands.
But you got super blind power, so you're fine, right?
Christ, Wolverine, stop stabbing me.
Whoa. Wolverine's fast.
Yeah, everyone is fast, and I'm slow and bad. 'Cause I'm just a lawyer. Leave me alone. But I can grab this knife, and he grabs one too, and so we have a knife fight. I win. He's got extra knives on his hands. I did figure out one projectile, which I can sort of shoot my Daredevil stick. I decided I wanted to throw this priceless vase at him.
Complete with stand.
Yeah, it looked priceless. All right, it's time for my rage to come out. Leave me alone. Stop. I'm enraged. All right. Now I'm mad. Time for Wolverine to feel my rage. He punched me in the dick. Rage. Rage. Rage kick.
I like that it's not like fight and KO, it's clash and vanquished.
Vanquished. Yeah, because KO is trademarked?
No.
No. So I beat Wolverine. Now I'm feeling good. I can take on anyone. Doesn't matter how powerful they are.
Really? I mean, Wolverine can even fucking heal himself. So.
Exactly. So I figured I'd take on Magneto.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's alternate costume Magneto.
The alternate costumes are just like evil versions of every character.
Oh, okay.
And it's just like weird, darker colors, and they have like dumb voice effects.
Ah.
Wow, he looks like Billy Idol gone wrong.
No, he throws a tank at me. Because he's Magneto, and what the fuck am I supposed to do against a tank? And he's just kind of floating around, zapping shit at me. I explode. I'm already almost dead. But for some reason, his AI is bad, so he decides to grab a girder and hit me with it physically, which leaves me open to do ninja stuff.
Gundam wing hair, yeah.
Yeah, I can't lift that. I can't lift that. I'm fucking useless. Nope. Get out of here, Magneto. I can lift this though.
He kept looking like he was trying to use his magnetism powers on you.
He was trying, but he's too old and stupid. Yeah, go kick rocks, Magneto, just like I did. So yeah, this game is mindless and stupid. I don't know if y'all have gotten that so far.
It seems pretty, yeah.
The combos are basically attack, 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 or sometimes attack and then hold R while you attack.
Oh, the good old dick kick.
Yeah, I was using my my Wolverine stomp that I perfected.
Yeah.
My axe kick to his fucking chest that sends him flying. Oh, Justice is blind. Y'all get that?
Oh, because he's gotcha.
Well, I beat Magneto. I can beat anybody. And so, who's the most powerful hero in the game? Probably Storm actually. But I decided to instead take on Iron Man because I wanted to see how does Iron Man work in this game, where mostly it's just regular people.
Why do you tell everybody that, Daredevil?
Well, there's Iron Man, and he looks just vaguely like bronze, man, honestly.
Yeah.
I do enjoy that his response to I'm judge, jury, and executioner is I'm Iron Man.
Yeah, very on brand.
So Iron Man, to the surprise of nobody, probably.
Did you just try to throw that water tower or whatever that was?
I tried to. I couldn't.
Cool.
So I'm just trying to uppercut him in the air, but he's kind of just tanking it because he is a tank. And then he just knocks me off a building to my death.
Holy shit! Whoa.
And I guess, and I lose because Matt Murdock died. The end. Because,
yeah.
Game bad.
Yeah. I'm sorry, sir.
Hey, no worries, man. Go out there and buy yourself a copy of Marvel Nemesis: Rise of the Imperfects. It's probably available somewhere for negative money. Someone will pay you to take it, and then you get to play garbage.
Nice. All right. Well, sounded very unfortunate, but I'm sure
very sorry.
Nikki's gonna lift us out of these doldrums. Nikki.
Gosh, I hope so. So last time I played Kid Nikki Radical Ninja, and I was like, man, I don't think there is another game in existence that will work for me. And then one day a couple years ago, it hit me while I was bored in traffic driving home from work that there is a game that absolutely does have my name in it. And I'm so excited to play it. I've been waiting for this theme forever.
Nicole's Pizza Party.
Yes.
Love it. Yeah, the phone game where you as Nicole Richie.
There actually is a phone game called Love Nikki, Dress Up Queen.
Isn't that an anime?
It is. It's a gacha anime game.
Okay.
Where your goal is to go through like the whole like town and like fight people by dressing up better than them.
That actually sounds real stupid, and I love it.
It's really dumb. It's not as cool as they make it sound, though.
Okay.
But that's not what I played because that would be super boring.
Sure.
Darn.
Instead, I played. Is it cheat? Maybe I cheated a little bit.
Okay.
Because you see, there's this character, and the other main character gives this character a nickname.
Oh shit.
And
I think I know what game.
That nickname together, you get my full name. So I played Phoenix Wright, Justice for All, because.
Well, at the very least, you got the last name part.
Well,
no, you got the whole thing.
The whole name, because Phoenix's sidekick Maya calls him Nick, so his name is Nick Wright. Hello.
Oh wow. Phoenix Wright's a legitimately good game.
That's not fair, Nikki.
I played through the whole first case of the second game, and I edited that down to about 15 minutes. So I cut out a whole lot.
Sure.
Okay.
So I'll try to explain what's going on as we go.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Now, are there spoilers for people who haven't played?
So it's the first case of the second game. The first case is always like, we're going to introduce you to the mechanics of this game. And in this first case, Phoenix has been knocked out, and when he awakes, he doesn't remember who he is. And so we start in the middle of the case. He is talking to this guy, Richard Wellington, and trying to sort of help this lady, Maggie Bird, become to be found not guilty. She is accused of murdering her boyfriend. And Richard here, or Mr. Wellington here, is a witness to that murder. He's going to claim here that he watched Maggie push her boyfriend off of a ledge, I guess. There won't be spoilers for the main story because, again, Phoenix doesn't remember who he is. And so here he's explaining what happened. He saw the guy fall off the ledge. He looked up. He saw Maggie. And all he can remember is her sweet face. The only other thing that he saw was a banana that fell off the victim's person. I'm cutting it out here. The banana is a baseball glove that the girlfriend bought for the victim. Turns out he doesn't have his glasses on, and that's why he's an unreliable witness.
Sure. So wait a minute. So Phoenix Wright is taking a case here.
He is.
And he's lost his memory.
He's lost his memory.
Does everyone else know that he lost his memory?
They do. So the defendant at this point does.
Okay.
Maya doesn't realize it yet.
Oh. And the defendant is like, yeah, defend me, lawyer who doesn't remember things.
Yeah, she gave him like a business card saying, hey, this is yours. It has your name on it and your phone number.
Okay, well, I think you could probably pick a better lawyer, just throwing it out there.
Right, you'd think. So like, after this, he says, well, I immediately called the police. We press him here, saying like, well, can you elaborate on what immediately means? And this guy's just a pompous asshole. He regularly calls Phoenix a moron, and as his namesake, I take umbrage.
Sure.
Throughout this first case, you're going to be reminded to check the court record a lot because it's sort of the whole thing. The autopsy says that he died at 6:28. We know he died at 6:28 because his watch stopped upon impact. And so the witness is saying he called immediately, but the call was placed at 6:45.
So can you explain, I guess, for those who might be watching who don't know how to play Phoenix Wright, like what is going on here?
Yeah, so you are defense attorney Phoenix Wright, and you are tasked with not only being a defense attorney, but you also investigate the crimes as well.
Just like a real lawyer.
Sure.
So yeah, you're a lawyer, but also an investigative person. And so there's like two themes, or two modes rather, to the game. You have the court mode where you are talking to witnesses and trying to upend the case. In other words, helping the defendant that you are representing to be found not guilty. And then when you are not in this court mode, you're in the investigative mode. So you go to different places around the city that relate to the crime in question, and you interview people and you try to uncover evidence. And you use the evidence found in that mode to help back up your case when you're in the court mode. And so you can use all sorts of things. You can use profiles. You can use like autopsy reports. I think even in one case, like your attorney badge was a helpful piece of evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the DS version, there was a nifty little mode where you could speak into it and you could yell objection or hold it, and it would do that for you. Like it would stop and try to object or press further.
Did you ever use that
Basically
feature?
like a fancy puzzle game.
Did you ever yell into your DS?
Of course I did. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
100%. So like in my experience, this game is almost kind of like a puzzle game in a lot of ways.
Absolutely, I think so too.
Yeah, you're trying to figure out the mystery and figure out which item goes correctly by paying attention to their arguments. What do you think is the main? Is that the main draw of it for you, or?
Yeah, I think I always thought that the puzzles were really interesting, but also like the story is not terrible.
I think it's great.
I think especially like not every case is great. There was that whole circus case
The
from like
fucking
either
circus
fucking
case.
this game or the next one. But like I don't know, just the characters are fleshed out really well. You actually begin to like care about them. And I think the story is actually really good. But yeah, I really enjoy various kinds of puzzle games.
Sure.
And I think that's probably my favorite part about it. Also, like when I was younger, I was like, I want to be a lawyer, and this is a lawyering game. Hell yeah, I'm in. So
I think like, and you're talking about the story. I think not only just the story, but I think just the writing in general
yeah.
is really good. Like the translation, and it's obviously been heavily edited a lot to be more Americanized. And
Yeah, they localized the hell out of it, and
I think it works.
love that. It
Yeah.
does, absolutely. It's a really like we've talked in the past about games. Here I'm sort of showing like he didn't need to search for his phone for 15 minutes because that's the argument, because there's a phone booth right there. We've talked in the past about like poor localization in games, and I think Phoenix Wright is actually the exact opposite of that. It's kind of showing you how like localization can go right and how it should go. Because like I'm given to understand that in Japanese, Phoenix Wright is still pretty punny, pretty like on the nose for like the like cultural references and stuff at that time, and so they go out of their way to do that here in America as well.
Yeah. Also the music.
The music, man, it's the best.
Music's real good.
Like I will just randomly be whistling like or humming the Steel Samurai theme. Like today, like years ago at Orange Lake, you, me, and Josh Tomar started coming up with lyrics to the Objection theme. And like this morning, I was singing those lyrics to myself.
That's awesome.
I can't remember any of the lyrics. I just know it was Phoenix Wright, you dun dun. dun.
You sent my father to prison to die. I will avenge him by whipping you in the eye.
Yes, so good. We were very clever people.
Miles Edgeworth had like a whole bunch of lines that had like $10 words like vis-a-vis and stuff. It was very good.
So you're presenting. So why didn't the witness call the police right away?
Yeah. So he didn't. The reason he didn't. The reason he was looking around is because the victim took off the guy's glasses. We established earlier that he wears glasses, but he's not wearing them now because he lost them.
So, are we to believe that Wellington's the murderer?
That's correct.
Oh my. He's got him dead to rights, I think.
He absolutely. He didn't have glasses. He doesn't have glasses now. And he's explaining that the glasses were found under the victim's body. In a minute, Phoenix is actually going to say, like, this guy's totally the murderer, Judge, so maybe you should arrest him.
Now you're playing the DS version here, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And this was originally, I think, on Game Boy Advance.
Was it?
I believe it. Yeah, the first 3 Phoenix Wright games were originally GBA games.
Oh man, I thought they were 100% DS games.
In America, the release was originally on DS.
Really?
But
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Japanese, they were GBA first. But now you can play it basically everywhere.
Yeah.
It's on the Switch
absolutely. Now. Oh wow, for the PS4 too. That's interesting.
Switch, PS4, PC, Xbox One, Android, iPhone, Wii, Wii U.
Oh no, I remember the Wii with the damn motion controls.
I didn't hate that. It was fine.
I never played it with the motion controls. I just remember people complaining about it.
I mean, I would say nowadays the definitive version is your PS4, Xbox One, PC, Switch.
Sure.
Because it's got the sort of redrawn graphics.
Yeah.
Everything is non-pixelated. And the music is still the same. The story is still the same. So if you've never played Phoenix Wright, I recommend grabbing it. You can get the entire trilogy, the first 3 games, for like $20, 25.
Yeah, no, if you haven't played it yet, please give it a shot. It's very good.
And there's so many games in the series now. There's the first 3, which is the trilogy. And you've got Apollo Justice.
Which, I mean, it's fine.
I like it. I think it's good.
I mean, I don't hate it, but I'm not like, if you have the choice,
yeah,
play one of the first 3.
Well, no, I think you play them in order, right? Because the story,
absolutely.
Yeah. And then you've got Phoenix Wright 4 and 5, which are on 3DS, and also the Layton crossover, which is on 3DS. And then there's the 2 Miles Edgeworth games, which I don't think are actually very good.
I haven't played them. They sound bad, though.
Yeah. There's no court. It's all investigation. Oh.
Yeah. Which, what? I want to prosecute some people. What?
Listen,
I want to
old
ringtone
ringtones.
Yeah.
When they redrew this game, did they change that to like an iPhone, or is it still?
I don't know. I'm only in the first game on Switch.
Okay.
And this is from the 3rd one or the 2nd one?
This is the 2nd one.
Okay.
I was gonna play the 3rd one, and then I remembered that the defendant is Phoenix Wright, and I didn't want to be the defendant. So
yeah. And also, like, well, I don't know. Which one would you say is the best of the 3?
Oh, the 3rd one.
Yeah. It's real good.
It's awesome.
Yeah. There's also that one that takes place in like ancient Japan.
I have not played that one.
I haven't either. It didn't come out in America.
Oh, well, that would explain it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but there's also a live action movie. There's a musical.
I want to see the movie so bad.
Phoenix is in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
He is, and it's great.
He's really good. I really enjoyed playing as him. Phoenix Wright is a fairly ubiquitous Capcom character at this point, and it's all because these games are so good.
Yeah, they're fantastic, and again, if you haven't played it, like, maybe give it a shot, like, as soon as you finish this episode.
Sponsored by Capcom.
Please?
I wrote Capcom once asking them to make a video game for me with my own characters in it. They never got back to me.
How'd that work out?
I did not.
I was going to say, yeah, they made one about my character, Mega Man.
Yeah.
Like, this tense music is so good.
Yeah. So basically, Phoenix has, like, accused the person on the witness stand of being the murderer. he tried to explain like, hey, well, your phone had some bad people on it. You're a part of this awful syndicate. And he's like, oh, well, unfortunately, all the numbers are gone from my phone, so you can't prove anything. But there was a like cutscene, I guess, just now where we flash back to before court, where Phoenix was looking on his phone, and he was hit over the head by somebody, and he remembered.
That's where his memory went.
That's where his memory went, and so he remembers. Hey, my phone was taken probably during that time, but hey, I think that's a very important piece of evidence. Oh yeah, the business card comes into play. I forgot about that.
It was so funny though. He gives him the business card as evidence, and the judge is like, "Oh yeah, have one of mine."
Have one of mine. And so on the back of the card is Phoenix's phone number, which is weird because shouldn't it be on the card?
You'd think. Maybe not a cell number. I don't know.
Maybe just the office number. And so he directs Maya to call the cell phone.
So Wellington stole his phone, obviously, and it's going to, the Steel Samurai theme plays in court here.
Yeah.
Why did he keep it on him?
Yeah, because he's a dummy. I guess he thought that it was his phone, and so he was stealing evidence from Phoenix Wright, or so he thought. Instead, he just stole Phoenix's phone. And instead of dumping it like a smart criminal, he just kept it.
Nice.
And, I guess he also deleted all the contacts on his phone, even though, you would think if you're going through them and you see, Miles Edgeworth, Mr. Butts, whatever his first name is, Maya, you'd be like, oh, this isn't mine. But he's a dummy. And I guess he doesn't have his glasses on, so.
He chokes himself a lot.
Yeah, he, dies here.
Yeah, when you
Oh,
outsmart a person on the stand, they have legendary freakouts, and it's wonderful.
It's amazing.
I think my favorite is still the guy in the bonus case in the first game.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it away, but because it's a really good case. But
for sure.
The guy you end up putting away, and that one has a really, really good freak out.
He does.
And also, that lawyer with the glasses, his name is Winston Payne. A lot of names are really good puns.
The victim's name in this was Dustin Prince.
That's a good pick, Nikki.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
Yeah, you definitely. I think you had the best game. Street Fighter 4 is a good game, just not with Cody in it. Matt's was garbage. Matt wins the Shit Game Award.
How dare you? How dare you? It's the rise of the Imperfects.
The game was imperfect in and of itself. Yeah. All right, so guys, I think we had some good games and some shit games, and I can live with that.
But most of all, we had some games.
We had some games, absolutely, and we're gonna have games next time too. Matt, what will they be based on?
Well, we actually foreshadowed the theme earlier in this very episode.
Did we?
Yes. Because we talked about Zach and Cody.
Uh-huh.
And we talked about how...
I did not write a Zach and Cody themed theme.
Oh, or did you? One of those characters, of course. I believe we said Zach was more of a Luigi. Or no, Cody is more of a Luigi.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Zach was more of a... what'd you say?
A Bart Simpson? Really?
It's time. I haven't done it since episode 31.
Holy shit.
It's time to bring back
the
Simpsons games.
Okay.
They're so good.
They're all so good. All of them are great. None of them are bad.
There are some legitimately good ones, but
there is one.
Most of them are very bad.
There are two good Simpsons games. And one of them is the arcade game, and really it's not that great. And the other one is Road Rage or whatever.
Yeah. Which we played on the show already.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah.
So now you're fucked.
Yeah.
Get ready for Simpsons wrestling, asshole.
We played that too.
Shit. Oh no, now we're left with the worst of the worst.
Virtual Bart. Oh boy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, well that's what you have to look forward to. Some terrible Simpsons games, or maybe one of us plays the arcade game. We'll see. Until then, I'm Cody Coleman. With me as always, Nikki Wright.
Bye.
And Matt Crua.
Goodbye.
Until next time, don't die. But Matt, they should do something. What is it?
Keep on blowing.
That is accurate. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.